And I don't care if I give you work or give you money. If it's your first time ever touching drugs, you don't know how to cook it, you don't know how to compress it, you don't know how to do bag it, you don't know how to do anything. If it's your first time selling drugs, how do you expect to go to the block with no mentorship? How do you have to go to the block with no big homie? You have to learn either game, but what game is actually going to end up with the results you really want for your life. So I want to give y'all one little quick breakdown on an easier scenario, right? That's the grand macro scope of real estate versus dope game. But let's look at one house, right? So when you got one house and you want to flip a house, right? So this is your inventory. That's what we call it, inventory. This is your crib. This is your property. Now, all you do is find out how much this costs you. All right, this house is gonna cost me 100 grand, right? Now you gotta work backwards. The whole point is to see if the house is profitable. Is this a profitable flip? No different than when you got a bird. 32,000. All right. So you wanna know, what do I gotta do to get this to the marketplace? What do I gotta do to get this to the marketplace and make the most money? So we know this house, once we have our realtor check our comps, which are comparable homes in the area that sold, that tells us the marketplace. Our realtor says this house is worth 200,000 on the market, right? So we say 200K, we call it market value or ARV, after repair value, right? Market value or ARV if it needs repairs, after repair value. Cool. So we know in this, what does this go for on the street once it hits the market? So we know the market value for a product, we're going to say, let's say 38, whatever. I have no idea what the numbers are. Don't need to know, don't want to know. So say it's 38, right, in the market for your birds. Now, with real estate, there's something we gotta do between here and here to get full market value. This house is distressed, it needs work. This is your rehab period, right? Your rehab or renovation, right? So we know this is gonna cost us $40,000 to bring this to market. So now we end it for 140, but we can sell it for 200. So that makes us a 60K potential profit, right? Bring it to the marketplace. No different than there's always cost. All this is your rehab or fees, or it could be liens, tax liens. All these are just costs. So this is your all-in cost right here. So 140K is all-in cost. It's no different on your flip. If you bring in this bird, right? Just say you're dealing with one, not 10. Say you're dealing with one. If you bring in this bird, but you got somebody that's transporting for you, and you promise them 2,000, right? And then you had to buy a compressor machine because you want to make the bird actually 1.5. So to do that costs you 1,000. So now your all-in cost 3 plus that is 35K, right? So now you're in it for 35K, but because you are now able to make a bird and a half out of your compressor machine, so now you got one and you got a half. So now your one is going for 38 in the market, so cool. And your half is now going for the 17.5? No, 18, 19, excuse me. Then your half is going for plus 19. 57, right? So now your profit or your market value for your work, the market value for your work is 57. But you spent 35 to make it 57. So your gross profit is 22K. So it's the same concept, the same skills you already know. If you gotta move a bird, it takes you $2,000 to get it transported, $1,000 to get it compressed or cooked up, but you make more out of it once you cook it up, and you're in it for 38. But with all your costs, you now have a market value. You're in it for 35. With all your costs, you're now your market value from doing your work is 57. You now make 22. You're in it for 140. But with you doing your rehab, paying your fees, paying off the liens, which are 40, your all-in costs are 140, but your ARV, your market value, right? So we made this house, just like we made the bird 1.5, we made this house from a distressed house right? This house was a shell, and they have nothing in it. We now made this house a pretty house, we made it functional, we made it livable, right? And we got a tenant in there. And so now this house is worth more money, ARP, 200K. And our profit, 60 grand. It's the same thing. It's buy low, sell high. It's buy low, figure out my cost, figure out my market and what I can sell it for, and figure out my profit. If my profit makes sense, it's a good flip. The only difference is, when my profit makes sense in the real estate world, it's a good flip and I sleep well at night. My daughters are good. My family is good. I don't gotta worry about waking up tomorrow in central bookings. I don't gotta worry about next week calling a lawyer from the feds talking about I ain't got no bail. I don't gotta worry about ever going to sit in a dorm watching Jerry Springer all day. I don't gotta worry about showering with men all day. I don't gotta worry about eating 3 stupid meals or a tuna fish hookup with some hot sauce and jalapeno cheese. I can stay eating at black-owned restaurants, enjoying my food, enjoying my life, wearing nice suits, dressed down clothes, driving my car, partying, having all the fun, chilling with family, having all my liberty and independence and not being a new slave, all by me adopting a different way to hustle without taking no risk. It might be slower, but long ball's the game. You trying to make it faster and quick and end up in the same place everybody ends up making it fast and quick. So I smarten up. I don't play a game where the odds is so heavy that I might never come home. We all love Big Meech, he's a legend. But Big Meech is doing 30 plus. I love my big homie Yell. He was the man, most loyal dude, the realest dude I ever met in my life. Big homie, the realest dude to ever go to Maryland Department of Corrections. But he's serving 19 years. And he in jail with a smile, he lived his life and all that, but who wants to be a street legend trying to do this with the same talents that you could have took and did this? The same talent, same energy, same effort. Just take your time and learn the game. Stop speeding. Slow down. Learn something new. Learn the game. Cake up. You can't control what you don't own. We control real estate. We own the world. The world is made of real estate. But that's my lecture for the day, man. Hope y'all got something out of it. This is how the dope game's like the real estate game. And I'm Jay Mr. Real Estate, the realest in real estate. YMC, New Role Models, Jay Morrison Academy. If y'all want to learn, holla at me. And we just teach authentic education. All I want to do is build this up. If you want to learn for free on my YouTube, rock out. If you want mentorship or you want one-on-one coaching, holla at me. I'm here. I'm in these streets.